foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. We want to give divine aside Apostle Elders like Great Millstone who do will and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, we are the brethren, all right, from the church of Great Millstone out here in Wisconsin, Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, Shai, defeat the body, edify the sheep with all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine.
That's right.
All right, and you see the title, all right, we're back with another prophecy watch. All right, and as you know, prophecy is the reality. All right, prophecy shapes reality around us. Okay, all right, because reality is prophecy and prophecy is reality. Okay, all right. So what's going on? We see that everything is being set up for that. That soon to come war. All right, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Okay, the Lord's judgment. Okay, all right, and we see all of these different nations. All right, brothers know what's going on between Iran and Israel. Okay, all right, Israel is being accused, or I believe they have evidence too that they took out the one of the leaders of Hamas, of Iran. Okay, and it was a big thing in the streets. All the people came to the streets and of Iran and protest and celebrated the guy. And they want Israel's head, man. Okay, so right now, what you've been seeing for the past 2 days in the headlines, as far as the news here in America, is the fact that Iran, the world is bracing to see when, not if, but when Iran is going to attack Israel. Okay, all right, and me and the brother were talking, and I came across an article. Okay, that specifically speaks about how the United States or Babylon the Great is meeting with Israel, okay, to talk about the war, and Russia is meeting with Iran, to talk about the war, man.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going up, man, and according to prophecy, according to what the scriptures say, these nations are being brought to battle, and really is the most important thing that we understand is, of course, it's the will of the Lord. But the Lord is doing this for the sake, well, his sake, all right, and the sake of his people. Okay. And the scriptures talk about the controversy of Zion, which, the nation's controversy is dealing with a disagreement, and these nations who have lifted up their heads, all right, against the Heavenly Father and his people, all right, they're at a disagreement with the will of the Heavenly Father. And so what's about to take place and what's have been taking place is the Lord is bringing division among these nations. Okay. And when you read in Luke, in fact, you mind if I get that? Unless you had something. Cause I don't want to steal your intro.
Come on. You got it out.
So this is Luke chapter 12 verses let's see here, 49, and it says, "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled?" Okay, so the Lord is saying that He's coming to bring fire. All right, and He says, "What will I if it already be kindled?" So there's going to be skirmishes and things going on in the earth right before the Lord comes. Okay, so this is but I have a baptism to be baptized with. How am I straitened till it be accomplished? All right. Suppose ye that I am come to send peace on earth, I tell you nay. Right? Because a lot of you Christians believe, a lot of people in the world believe that, Jeebus Christos, all right, or Jesus Christ, right? Oh man, it's a bad taste in my mouth.
I know, man.
It's lucky. Which the true name is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right. They believe that that he's gonna come, all right, and save everybody, all right, which is not the case. The scriptures tell me what it is, right? It says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you, nay, but rather division." All right, and that's what the Lord is bringing. All right, it says, "For From henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. All right. And then the scriptures say if a kingdom be divided, which I'll get that really quick. Did you have it? Okay, select. And then I'll let you take it away. Oops. All right. So if a kingdom be divided, this is Matthew 12 and 25. All right. And Yahushua knew their thoughts, right, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. I mean, I know we know that's the case in America, but all you Edomites supposed to be together. Y'all supposed to be ruling as one, you know, and you know, and sort of in your rulership, y'all, you know, these nations are divided. Okay, and this is supposed to be a global effort. Then they're supposed to they have, you know, thing they call global governance, where they're supposed to be coming together and hashing out all the problems in the world. And what it is a fight over resources, a fight over power. Who's gonna have the most resources when they reset the world? All right. And so the Lord has them in a trick bag or a snare, delusion. All right. Because they all think you got the superpowers, thinking that they're gonna rule next and that they're gonna continue this, you know, this new world or whatever the case may be. All right. But the Lord is dividing your kingdom. So you got it.
And it's not going to stand because of that. You know, well, because of a lot of reasons, but that being one of them.
That's right.
You know, but you know, going back to Israel and Iran, right? Because I wasn't going to play a video, but you know, pretty much it was going into, you know, how Iran is preparing to launch an attack on Israel, you know, because they, you know, took out one of the leader of Hamas, you know, and so I Googled, you know, because that's what everybody's bracing for, man, right? Everybody's bracing for that, you know, clash between Iran and Israel, right? Or those, you know, not the nation of Israel, all right, the Israelites, but
the state,
you know, the state of Israel, kind of, you know, Amalek over there, you know, which are Edomites, you know. So I Googled who has the stronger military, all right, Israel or Iran, right? And it says on Google, it says, even so, Israel maintains military supremacy. All right, besides Israel's operational and intelligence advantage over Iran, it also has a nuclear deterrent. You see, it says experts said Israel is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons. Okay, and where do you think they got those nuclear weapons from? You know, it actually figures go into it. It says Israel is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons, with the Washington, like here in America, with the Washington-based nuclear threat initiative estimating that Israel has around 90 nuclear warheads, right? I mean, it's not going to matter because of prophecy, though. You know what I mean? But that's why you have these nations, man. You know, everybody's kind of like, you know, showing. You know how Jake, you know how like Jake do, you know, in the hood, you know, back in the world or whatever. You know, they lift their shirts and floss their gun, and then the other Jake like, I'm not scared. Look, and he lift his shirt and floss his gun. That's what these nations are doing with each other, man. Because notice that America has not given Biden or Kamala Harris has not given not one statement about what's going on over there between the Iran and Israel.
Yeah.
You know,
because the scriptures say the least. And man, look, this phone is acting up. I can't even put. I've been trying for the last like 2 minutes trying to press the A button on my.
Yeah, you know what? I had to turn my screen off and then turn it back on. You know.
Yeah. So the least among us, because the scriptures go into the least among them shall basically draw them out, and it's dealing with the insignificant bastard nation, which is Amalek.
You about to grab that?
Yeah, I was, but I can't grab it.
I can grab it because I actually got it on the list. But But if I can grab this verse,
You got
this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 1 and 2. And it reads, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power concerning Edom. Okay.
it. Ooh.
All right. So
Ooh.
so it's talking about the nation of Edom, like the brother had mentioned earlier, man. And it's divided,
Uh,
as a house divided. It says, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
mhm.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And so basically, it's in significance. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to, you can go into that word.
Small, small.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you go into the word small, okay, it's the Hebrew word a katan, okay, or kwatan,
Yeah, quarter.
okay, and it means uh, diminutive, uh, literally in quantity, size, or number. It says in age or importance, least, less, little, small, quantity, thing, younger. It says young, small, insignificant,
There you go. Insignificant.
unimportant.
Yep. Insignificant. All right, and they are very insignificant.
Mhm.
Okay, because when you look at these so-called JOOs, the U's, all right, they're a bastard nation. All right, and when you look at their works, they do a lot of heinous, a lot of ill, a lot of they do a lot of nasty work. And you know they're heavy with all sorts of perversions. All right, so this is a base nation. This is a insignificant nation of people. Okay, and all they do is bring decadence to society. All they do is they bring an immoral way. All right, which is a death culture to society, and people get tired of it, and that's what you see. You see it. They was at the games, I think the Olympics, and you got everybody calling this double out.
Mhm.
All right, because they know that who you are. You can't hide it no more. All right, you can't hide it no more. All right, and you know, Amalek is so bloodthirsty. Okay, to the point where uh, dang, it escaped me. But this these Edomites, man. The world is seeing you for who you truly are. You know, so
Well,
you got
he's the spoiled grandchild, right?
yeah, that's right.
The grandchild of Esau, man.
Hmm.
You know,
He's the chosen. Yeah,
mhm.
he was the chosen one of the nation of Edom. He's on top,
the
and
so like the Dukes of Amalek.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah. And instead of sharing this blessing, he's been pretty much hoarded it all to himself, and to said the hell with everybody, the hell with his brothers. All right, because he treat the tender mercies of the devil. As we always say. Very as the scriptures say, it says cruel. The tender mercies, some to the extent of that. And
mhm.
they're a cruel nation of people. So just
Absolutely, man, and very vile.
hmm
Vile and just like you said, man. The spoiled grandchild, man.
yeah,
Going back to that the cover of that book where it has Amalek with his
yeah, the
hands dug
protocols,
all into
yeah,
the earth, man.
the protocols of the burning elders of Zion.
God. Back in Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2, and it reads, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yep,
All
so
right.
insignificant. Now,
Mm-hmm.
in Isaiah 14, the nations, the Lord has put the spirit on these nations, all right, which are referred to as dead, all right, is risen in love, all right, and now they ain't scared anymore, okay.
Like the dude from Home Alone, the little boy, he said, I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah,
That's these other nations like, you know what, man, we just tired of y'all, man. Iran is like, we don't give a F.
hmm
You know? We sick of y'all, you know?
yeah, and that brings America into the situation now, all right, because they're basically declaring that they're going to war against Iran because of certain threats that were made. I can't remember the article exactly, but now you're seeing what the World War III, the War of the Worlds, all right, starting to culminate. All right, and America has no choice. They're gonna have to back Iran. All right, I mean not Iran, but slacking Israel, slip of the tongue.
God.
So yeah, man, things are heating up. You know, it's heating up according to what's written. You know, while everybody else is, worried about the election, worried
Mhm.
about paying their bills. This world, the world as we know it, is about to change. All right.
That's right.
And one of the brothers brought out that there might be a black swan event, which of course, it will be.
Hmm.
That's the way. That's um, Esau's modus operandi. This is in mode. That's how he gets down. You know. So yeah, man. You know, but not before that chip. So we know that the chip, the RFID chip, is very close to being globally mandated. You know.
That's right. Yeah, that's why you have all these different companies, man. They're it used to be that they were in the a rush to come up with the science and the technology to support it, and so that they can package it and present it to the world. But they're already past that, man.
Yeah.
They're already bringing out products.
Yeah. That's right.
Cars. You see them at your grocery stores. The
Mhm.
Amazon One Palm Paying.
Mhm.
You see Sony is making cars now where that is AI powered. You don't even have to touch anything. Everything is hands free. You have Ray Bans coming out with glasses, man. That's a whole computer.
Yeah.
You know, uh, all these different things. You have commercials and celebrities promoting it, man. I'm talking about the actual RFID chip, man, the Karagma. Putting it in your hand and oh, it's cool. It has all of your medical information and.
Mhm.
So this is a thing, man. All right, and it's gonna get pushed more and more. It's gonna become more and more popular.
Yeah.
You know.
It's multifaceted. It's it has many layers to it. You know, that's why it's important to understand. Um, and we understand why the spirit was on the elders apostles to bring out so much concerning the MOTB and but this war is definitely these I say these proxies, all right, are catalysts to bring us closer to these last events, all right.
God.
Which before of World War III, of full breakout of World War III, where the nations are fighting against each other, they're going to have to mandate the RFID chip, all right, and that's going to come when they reset the economy, essentially doing away with the old way of spending money
Mm-hmm.
and digitizing everything. And now everybody is going to have a digital ID, all right? And they're going to use the guise of immigration. They're going to use the guise of terrorists being all domestic terrorism. So mass surveillance is coming and all that type of stuff. So yeah, man, get ready because hey, this is a roller coaster, and they're taking us on a roller coaster. But we are grounded and settled because we got the truth. We got the understanding of what's taking place, why these things are happening. So it's like,
Yeah, that's why the Lord told us be not afraid.
mm-hmm,
For these things have how does it go? For these things have to happen.
mm-hmm,
But the end is not yet.
yeah, that's right.
You
So
know.
prophecy is going crazy right now.
Hmm.
It's so much happening, and it's crazy right now. And so for you to be stuck in this time and saying you got niggas on the comment board saying that the RFID chip is spiritual, it's Esau's mark, but it's spiritual. No,
Right.
Esau's a carnal individual, but he's got
Right.
a spiritual mark.
Right.
You dudes are completely y'all completely warped. Y'all completely gone. Y'all lack the understanding. All right. If anything, the Thawa, the Lord's mark is spiritual dummies.
Hmm.
All right. So of course Esau's mark is gonna be physical because he's a physical kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
He's a flesh. He's all into his flesh
Yeah.
via his old blessing. So yeah, I mean, just to throw that out there, but I know we can go back to slide.
Con. Back in Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2, just want to finish it out here.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yeah.
All right. It says, Thou art greatly despised. Okay, matter of fact, let me
Yeah,
go on
and
to that
that's
word
true.
despised.
And I kind of said it earlier, but you got people at the Olympics saying they high hell Hitler, they hailing off of Hitler and all of that type of stuff, and they despise. And see, that's how prophecy is beautiful, man. The way the Lord is putting this together and how this thing is coming together is beautiful because we're seeing it play. It's as the scripture saying Habakkuk, which I'll get, you know, and shall speak and not lie. But you're seeing people
All
are
right.
they hate and despise this devil, man. You know,
You go into that word despise. It's the Hebrew word bazah. Okay,
hmm
bazah, and it means to despise, hold in contempt, disdain. You know.
yeah. So you see in the nations disdaining, and then what is it? What is Esau's countermeasure? What is the Amalekites' countermeasure? Is anti-Semitism.
Mm, right.
Okay,
Right.
anti-Semitism, because what's going to happen is is their plan, that chip. All right, they're going to be the ones that's really pushing it. Amalek. All right,
Mhm.
these is the godless bastards in the earth that's going to be pushing this, man. And the countermeasure is anti-Sem, but they're going to bring in these draconian laws where if anybody is saying anything about them, all right, they're going to be able to persecute you, come after you, shut you down, cancel you. All right, that's the world we have headed into. That's the world we're in. All right, all we need is one of them black swans like the brother was going into. All
Mhm.
right, I believe the brother from New York. I forget his name. Slack you for that. You know, but yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
that's right. And I want to grab this precept here. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 1 and 2, and it reads, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh." Okay, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And the modern day kings are, like presidents, Kim Jong Un and Vladimir Putin, Joe Biden.
hmm
You know, those are your modern day kings, man. All right. And the heart is the Hebrew word lab, which means your mind. Okay.
right, right,
So these modern day kings, their heart, all right, their decision making comes from the Lord, man. Is a controlled by the Lord.
yeah,
It
yeah,
says, "Is in the hand of the Lord." As says, "As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will."
yeah. That's right.
Yep.
So the Lord is in control. The Lord
Mhm.
is in control. You know, the Lord is the one that got. You know how Pharaoh was his heart was hardened, as the scripture saying Romans the ninth chapter. But when you read Exodus, it's all in. You know, the whole account is there. You know, so the Lord can harden your heart like he did Pharaoh. In fact, let me get that for you really quick. Okay, because the heart is in the king. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. I
Kind
butchered it, but
of. No,
let's see here.
it was actually perfect.
So this is Romans 9. Um, I can start at 15. It says, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. All right, because this is after the Lord say he hated Esau and loved Jacob. Right. It says, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth. You see, so we all aspire to do what we want to do, or we have the illusion that we want to do, or we can do what we want to do, and
Kind
that's just not the truth,
kind
right? There ain't no free will. All right,
of.
the fact that you have urges that you can't control, emotions that you can't control, proves that you ain't got no goddamn free will.
Right, right,
you know, you got
right.
urges that you cannot control. All right, and so this is what is on the spirit of these kings. They got urges that they can't control, and they're being manipulated by the angels.
Mhm.
All right. So it says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God, the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that sheweth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So he did it with Pharaoh. So how much more the modern day Pharaoh? All right. And they do deem themselves as modern day pharaohs. Okay. They believe they're above Pharaoh. They believe that they're gods. All right, because that's what Pharaoh thought. Let's see here. Yeah. So yeah, I can stop right there.
Kind of grab this right quick.
Yeah, it's
Phone
gonna
about to
go.
die. God.
Well,
It's
like I said, we got that one too. So
God. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 45 and 46, and it reads, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, he that hath taken, that's like that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out."
Yeah, so this is modern day Chaldea. All right. So the least of the flock is Amalek. All right. The J double O, the U's. Okay. They're the least of the flock. Okay. Because they're the most violent people on the planet. And guess what? They got their hand everywhere in the world.
Right.
Okay. Pushing all type of madness and confusion. All right. When the money trail goes all the way, it leads back to these so-called U's. All right. Double J double O's, whatever you want to call them. All right, these rats, whatever you want to call them. All right, it leads back to them. Okay, so we know who the main culprit is. So who you got Yuval Harari, who's on the telly,
Tell it.
on telling what they aspire to do.
Mhm.
All right, their plans. They want to reach a level of immortality through technology. All right, and you think that the chip ain't got nothing to do with that? You out your rabbit ass mind,
Right.
right? Transhumanism and all of that. The scriptures say they set their mouths against the heavens. That's
Right.
them. That's them.
Yeah, they want to reach God status,
Yep.
trying to be as God, or even trying to be greater
Yeah,
than
yeah,
God. Well, in their head,
yeah.
but that's that pride, you know.
They ain't created nothing except for destruction. That's
Right.
the only thing you're good at, and that's what the Lord bless you with. You got it.
See, Esau ain't creating nothing but a problem.
That's it. You that's it.
It says, surely the least of the
That-
flock, right?
and the scriptures call you useless, man.
Hmm.
You useless according to Sirach 10, you know, unprofitable.
Yeah.
Physicians of no value, you know. They got all this knowledge and all this wealth and all these treasures in the earth, and you have absolutely nothing to show for it, except for the fact that you're hoarding it to yourselves while you push the world into chaos, further into chaos.
Come.
The Lord got something for y'all, boy.
Mhm.
See, y'all worried about what this devil is gonna do. Worry about what the Lord is going to do with this devil. Now, he is going to come down with great wrath. Not taking that from him. You can't take it from him because we're going to witness the draconian law, the severe penalties for absolutely almost nothing, for calling out the devil on the telly, the YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to be canceled and probably brought to high court, or taken to a facility, a black site facility, or whatever, detained and put in
Mhm.
a, a, a concentration camp,
Yeah.
as they with Rex 84.
They have underground prisons,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
where they keep like the most dangerous, people that's on the FBI's most wanted list,
And,
right?
and to them, we the most dangerous
Right.
because they understand that in the end we're gonna get spiritual powers. Lord willing, we be of their number.
Uh,
We don't know, but for certain. But we make our we do our due diligence to make our calling and election sure. So
we got faith.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
faith that
yeah.
the Lord's going to give us that, man. The Lord gives us visions. Gave everybody visions of having spiritual powers, man. The Lord delivering us out of the hands of this devil, you know, through spiritual powers, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Isaiah 59:19 says we're gonna lift up a standard.
it sound crazy now,
We don't give a
right?
fuck. We don't
It's gonna look even crazier when you see it.
yeah, right.
Why we know it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, or how we know it's gonna happen. Well, how do you know that? Because it's prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's prophecy. The Lord said it, man. The Lord said his words are never coming back void, man. All right? His word is his bond.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you're gonna make sure you put respect on his name, and
That's right.
you're gonna know it's the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be the main reason why the Lord is gonna give us spiritual powers, man.
Yeah.
Okay? To actually show his power.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be our power, it's gonna be his power, man. Because guess what? When the Lord deliver us through spiritual powers or the angels or however the Lord delivers us, man, we gonna give praises to Yahweh Bashem Yam Shai.
Yeah.
Because we gonna know who did it. All right, but soon you're gonna know who did it. But Salaki, let me back in Jeremiah 50 and 45, continuing on, it says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out." All right, and that's talking about Amalek, right? Those Jewish people, right? And Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be the ones that's going to be drawn out. Okay, they're going to be pulled into this war, this conflict. Okay,
Mhm.
it's like a little brother. He went and he just starting shit. All
Yeah,
right,
and they
you ain't got
can't
nothing.
contain him.
You ain't got nothing to do with it. But now everybody trying to whoop his ass, man. So now you the big brother, like, oh,
Yeah,
all right, everybody calm down. No, we want to hear that shit. Now you got to fight with him. He done pulled you in, and now they looking at you crazy.
yeah. So yeah, yeah.
God. It says surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Yeah. So hey, and that's gonna be you Edomites, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be Israel's gonna be a desolation, and America's gonna be a desolation.
Hey, so that was spirit.
God,
Let me finish it.
You know. So what else? What else you got?
Joel 2:20. I'll be sure. Okay, but yeah, because don't forget the we looked up how the military strength of Israel versus Iran, and Israel has the upper hand, because it is suspected that they have 60, I think it said 60 nuclear warheads,
Mm-hmm.
over Iran, right? But hey, Iran got nukes too, man. All right.
Yeah, don't forget they got Russia back.
Exactly. I was about to bring that up. The nations, you have nations that are allies with Iran and that stand with Iran. Why? Just purely off the fact that they hate Amalek over there, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Make them small among the heathen, man. All right. It says, one of the nations is Syria,
Mm-hmm.
right? Lebanon, Yemen, all right, and don't forget Russia.
Yeah, yeah. The valley of Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat. So I got that for you. This is Joel 2:20. It says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army."
Yep, and that northern army is the Babylon the Great, Americans on it.
Mm-hmm. And will drive him into a land barren and desolate.
Yep, and that barren, desolate land. I made sure I looked it up. Okay, all right. It's like Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
What is towards the Red Sea, like over that area.
Yeah. And it says, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, and his stink shall come up. All right, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things.
Yeah. So this devil has done well the brother went into it. He already emphasized on that. The when it comes to anything wicked, man. All right, Esau has his hands in it, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
And these other countries is really because we're living in a time of everything done in the dark coming to light, man. All right, so all of these things that came to light, man. Especially since 2019, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things have came to the light, man. All right, so like these nations, man, they know who this devil is, man. They know he's the devil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Especially Amalek, man. They hate Amalek, man. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you see these nations being gathered, in the valley of Yehoshaphat, right?
Which is essentially the Arabian desert. Okay, it's that big patch of land. All right, and you got because all those nations that's where they at. Iran is there, Israel is there. All right, and then you got towards the south. You got what's the one you mentioned?
Syria. Oh, you talking about Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
So, and they're gonna be facing with the Euphrates River, face toward the East Sea, which is the Euphrates River. All right, in the Persian Gulf. So it's gonna be in between that land, which is the Arabian Desert.
God. So the Lord is controlling the minds of the kings, man. All right, He's stirring up this conflict. All right, to make sure that these things happen, man. All right, which is prophecy. Okay. You got something?
Here let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna read it a little bit more. It says, "Fear not, O land." All right, and that's dealing with you Israelites. Okay, be glad and rejoice. Okay, for the Lord Yahweh will do great things. That's what we're telling y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to. The Lord is the one to be feared. Okay, if you got any fear going into what's happening, all right, then you should fear the Lord. If anything, you should fear the Lord. Okay, and fear Him that killeth not the body, All right, because if we die in Yahushua, we live.
That's right.
Okay, so throughout all of this, what's about to become of this world. Okay, so it says, "Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring. For the tree beareth her fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Be glad then, ye children of Zion, all right, and rejoice in the Lord Yahweh your power. For he hath given you the former rain moderately, all right, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain in the first month." All right, and you can equate that with this wisdom, this knowledge, and understanding. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's see here.
Yeah. So in the midst of all, Jacob's trouble and you know, uh, um, all these different prophecies that are going to happen, all right, that are going to be affected and also lead these people to being judged, all right, at least a good bulk of them, right,
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to be manhandling Jacob here, man, all right, but in the midst of that, the Lord is going to protect His elect, you know, those of us that are the true worshipers, and actually have you know real faith in Yahweh Shah. All right. Joel 3. Mother can shine. you know. Yeah, I
Joel
mean this
3.
this is some serious times, brothers, brothers might be happy or excited, you
Yeah, I
know.
mean we ought to be,
Hmm.
because as the scriptures is, what is it, Romans 11:13, that that
But the Lord is doing this for us.
yeah,
Talking about that one.
no, salvation is near them when we believe.
Oh, kind.
Yeah, that's right. It's 13:11. Romans 13:11. It says that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Okay, all right. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. All right.
Mhm.
The night is far spent, right? And the night represents this society and what the standard is in this society, right? The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. That's right. You know, we have to cast off this world. And that's why the Lord speaks about becoming a new creature. You can't hold on to the old things in the world and always, reminding everybody where you come from, like
Yeah,
Chief, like that guy, Chief Ephraim. All right.
Chief Kiefer.
Yeah, Chief Keefer. You want to
That's
know and let
amazing.
everybody know you're big and bad and tough and all that. That's nonsense, man. That's the form of life. Get rid of that. And you're an example for those who come to not thinking that and keep being stuck in that type of mindset. So it's like I digress
Yeah,
from that guy.
yeah, right.
So it says, "Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness," because uh, what's going to separate this truth is going to separate us, and really being enthralled and loving this truth and worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth. It's going to separate us from this world. All right.
Uh,
um and we're going to need that, because if you're
yeah,
not crying out against this world, the angels are going to smoke you. All right. The Lord is going to send forth uh spirits created for vengeance. All right. And they're going to smoke you niggas. And that's why, you heard Apostle, I'm sure you should have seen Apostle Oran Mob's video about taking counsel, because it's going to be detriment. All right. If we believe with the men of the Lord, man, we should believe it wholeheartedly. Whatever's being said by elder brothers, all right, for younger Akim, man, pay attention. All right. This is the time to pay attention, man, to be on point and being locked in. All right. Despite what you got going on, because what you got going on can be taken in no time at all.
yeah.
All right. So it's time to lock in now, because look at all this shit that's going on, man. Look at all this stuff that's going on. And next thing you know, it could be a black swan event. You could be in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay. What you gonna do then? Okay. So get your mind right.
Yeah.
As my brother, like not Bob, would say. All right. So Joel 3:1.
Uh, we get straight to the point. Verse 9 through 12.
Okay. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. All right. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Yeah, that's why you see all these nations, man. Like the brother said, being gathered, having a military presence within we said the deserts of the Arabian desert.
Mhm.
You know, that's why you see that going on over there, man. All right, that's why you see that. That's the main topic. The main topic is prophecy. Okay, you know, people like to ignore what's going on out there, you know, but now it's in your face, man. Okay, and soon it's going to be at your front door.
Yeah.
You know, like the brother was saying, you know, on the military troops. All right, you know, uh, Jacob's trouble. All right, your
Mhm.
neighbors breaking into your house because there's no food and they're looking for some. They want yours.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, all of these things gonna happen, but it's prophecy, man. You know.
So it says, let them come up, right? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. And the weak represents the Gentile nations, all right, which the scriptures also refer to them as the dead, all right. The Lord has put the spirit on them to rise up, okay, against, the chief house of Edom, I would put it that way, Amalek, all right, the American war machine, you know.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is, didn't you mention earlier about alliances? You mentioned
Yeah,
Iran and Russia, and
yeah, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, and yeah, Russia.
there you go.
You know,
Is that not? Is that these nations actually coming together? Okay. And what are the signs at the towards the end of this time? Matthew 24 goes into it. It says, what? It says, let me get it.
and if you look at the positions of
These are the things.
these nations, man, they have Israel, you know, encamped, okay, surrounded, man.
Yeah,
You know?
and little do they know, they think they're gonna just blast their way out of it, not knowing that this is the trump card. This is the snare that the Lord has set on them through their own pride. All right. My bad. All right. So this is Matthew 24 and in 6 it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All right. And what's more prevalent and more how can I say obvious in the wars of today? These are the most greatest wars and with the most sophisticated ammunition that you've ever seen, the most you know,
Yeah.
it's up there. There ain't no war in history that we can compare to today's war. So come on, man, stop playing.
So like the if I may add, you know, the intensity,
Right.
you know, of these wars, man, you know, it's it's scaring people, man, because they're like, man, look, if that happens,
Oh gosh.
you know,
Right.
we don't want that to happen, you know.
Oh no.
You have all of these different news outlets, you know.
Pray for peace.
Yeah,
Right.
peace in the Middle East, you know.
No, we
And,
don't.
so like,
Y'all don't need peace. Y'all don't need peace. Y'all need exactly what y'all pushing for is war.
y'all need a peace of the Lord, indignation, man.
Yeah. So it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mhm.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. See, so nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the two largest nations, or I can say the few largest nations in the world. They are being called to action. All right, and some nations ain't got no choice but to be involved because they're gonna need your military as a resource. So, and that's what it means by what here in Joel 3, it says beat your 3:10. It says beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Right. So that means they putting money into war. All right. They're not putting their money into agriculture where we're gonna cultivate the land and build up storehouses. No, they're dead set on war. All right. So back in Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And these are all the things that we've been talking about over the years, because this is happening too. The famines are being generated as well. All right, with shortages and chicken farms being burned down, farms being burned down, resources being lost, food being called back, all that type of stuff.
Yep.
All right.
And then you have hyperinflation hitting, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's affecting the grocery stores,
Yeah.
everyday products,
Not
and even
getting
these
anything from the
restaurants,
pump.
man. I seen an article where it said Denny's raised their breakfast menu prices up what they said
And you can actually
100%.
what? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Because you can go to Denny's and get
yeah.
the 2 for 20.
I guess they're famous
I
for the
haven't went
breakfast,
in
but now
years.
but
Yeah.
now they're charging too much, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to think that while everybody's walking around pissed, they have to charge more, man.
Yeah.
Why? Because a breakfast represents what, like you said, going back to the farms. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what they had the bird flu outbreak that
Salmonella.
yeah that they recently had, and they had a lot of farmlands kill off a lot of their chickens, man, millions.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. And destroy crops. We seen that in America. There were people who were actually getting paid. Farmers are getting paid to destroy their crops. Their extra stuff that they've grown. So going back to Joel. Oh yeah, it says Matthew 24:8. It says all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So um, yeah, we're at the beginning of sorrows. All of those things. This is where we at with it right now, right?
Okay.
So back in Joel 3:11, it says, assemble yourselves, come up, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. All right. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Now, the word Jehoshaphat is Yahweh Shaphat, meaning the Lord, Yahweh's judgment.
Mhm.
Right. It says, for there, because the Lord is about to make a decision. All right. And because the nation has a controversy with the Most High and His people, well, the Lord, His response is that He's gonna bring y'all together, and He's just gonna have y'all kill each other, and then He's gonna show up at in the heat of the battle and destroy the world's armies. All right, with laser beams,
Mhm.
right? And it says Salaki to verse 12, right, or 13.
Con.
Yep, it says, put ye in the sickle, verse 13, for the harvest is ripe, right? Okay. And that's what happens when uh, basically, when people reach their full, wickedness, that's when the Lord is going to cut them down. Just like when you harvest corn or, stalks. All right. It says, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great, right? So it all has a means to an end. All this wickedness that's being done in the earth is it's going to be brought to an end.
Con. Uh, can I get Ezekiel 38,
Yep.
verse 3? You know, because going back to Iran's um, allies, man. Okay, don't forget that Iran is being supplied, and they're in what's the word I'm looking for? They're in agreement
Yeah.
with or alliance with Russia.
Yeah, that means
You know,
Russia has bases, either has military bases or they're just using Iran as a base too. All
hmm
right.
that's right.
So it ain't like we choosing sides. We choosing the Lord's side, which thy thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. All right, because the heavens is already done. The order is already set in the heavens, and it's going to be set here on this earth, and that's what's culminating. That's what's happening. All right, the Lord is bringing it to point where he's about to establish his everlasting kingdom.
God.
But it's going to be through skirmishes and war. Ezekiel 38:3, it says, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. All right. Okay, and that's you Edomites. Okay, all right. Which God is Russia, right?
Yeah, kind of the land where God, God and Magog was originally, all right, is now in the same region where the land of Russia is.
Uh-oh.
You know, so that's what we're talking about now.
Talking about the modern day inhabitants.
God, yep, because they inhabit that land. You know.
So so Russia and Turkey, Meshach and Tubal. Okay, because Turkey is they're gonna get busy too. Okay. All right. And prophesy against him. All right. And say, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. All right. And I will bring thee forth and all thine army. All right. And no, go ahead.
Yeah, because what it said, and I will turn thee back.
Yeah.
You know,
back and put
because you know Russia used to be known as what, the USSR. Okay. All right. A mighty Russia, right? Mother Russia. You know, they didn't take no shit, man. You know, they were great. That's why they came up with what is that? Is it NATO?
Oh no, NATO's the counter.
That's what I mean. That's why they came up with NATO.
Oh
to counter the USSR. You know what I mean? But you know, Russia has since then has dwindled. You know, softened up per se. You know what I mean? Wanting to get on and get along.
Yeah, and that's why we got NATO trying to go after
Ukraine.
The Ukraine.
And Russia like, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me show out up in here, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And guess what? The Lord is making us like it says, putting that hook back in the jaws, man. Turning, turn Russia back into that mighty nation again, man. That's why it's trying to get Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. And that was the sole purpose of Vladimir Putin being set up, to bring back that glory.
That's right.
Because
that dude bleeds Russia. When you because we've studied his story, his come up and the politics and all that.
We might have to say code name for Russia too.
So. Okay, yeah. I got flagged by YouTube.
Yeah, you definitely will. You definitely will.
Blocked my video. Yeah.
They just took a video down of the main camp speaking page. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So your brothers, yeah. Kind of like the elder apostle. The apostle elder said. Tahar said, "Speaking code. Keep speaking in code. Keep speaking about the chip." Because all of this is a means to an end. But before that war breaks out, you're gonna have globally a mandate. All right. They're gonna crunch down on everything. So all of this, we on YouTube and they're gonna cut that. They have to. All right. Because they're gonna be like, enough is enough.
Silence. I can't take this. Like that, like Dave Chappelle off of Nutty Professor, man.
Yeah.
But he saw, he can be dead serious about that, man.
Oh yeah.
You're
not playing no games.
Like the brother said, we're in a time of info wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Esau's tired of all of this information coming out.
They lost the information war because that's what it was. It was an information war over the last few decades. Especially when you got the smartphones, and that was like 10 years ago. Smartphones became more prevalent, but it's been an information war which they've been losing, and that's why you had some director talking about it. They wish, I think it was a Rothschild, if I'm not mistaken, that they wish the internet was never created, or they regretted it. Some to the extent of that.
That was a Rothschild, if you're right.
Yeah. So if we ain't gonna have the beloved internet no more, all right, which is cool. All right, because it ain't on us, it's in us.
It's gonna line up with prophecy anyway, man.
Yeah, famine of the word.
Famine of the word, man.
So You know, we
You
waiting on
niggas,
your next move.
so like it, you niggas don't want the truth anyway, man.
Yeah,
All right.
no, yeah.
Like lately, all you've been doing is coming on the comment board scoffing, trying to correct us.
And don't got no, they ain't got their ministry. They don't have a ministry of their own, but they telling us how to break that things down. They telling us what's spiritual and what's carnal and what's concerning the RFID chip.
Yeah.
You know,
All of these vocabalites,
yeah, man,
coming out of nowhere, man. Even you Israelites are now vocabalites.
Yeah, well, show us how it's done.
Okay, cool. Hey, look, man,
Show us how it's done.
We don't care if you don't believe. Okay, cool. You don't believe. We're not here for you, man. We're here for the true worshipers and the believers, man. Okay, to warn them of the wrath to come.
Yeah.
Not you. You know.
Yeah, because you said the wrath. Who warned you?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
Saying, John the Baptist said that to those wicked men who are in the sects of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. You know.
Yep.
Keep going.
Read that to 7.
A little bit more. It says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. All right, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. All right, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Yeah, that's gonna be those other nations.
Mm-hmm.
Those other heathen nations, man, coming, to fight with Russia, man. We'll fight alongside Russia, right?
Yeah.
Well, damn, it's going to a Salaki.
So it says, Salaki says Persia, which is Elam. We know Persia is Ethiopia. All right, which Ethiopia is Cush. It says in Libya, but I think this is more towards the lands. All right, in Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Gomer, which is Turkey, all right, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And so, Russia's going to be a guard unto those nations who the state of Israel is puffing at, as the scriptures talk about in Psalms 10. All right, so they're going to be a guard unto those nations. That's why if the state of Israel want to go against Iran, I'll just say Persia.
Yeah,
they want to go against Persia, all right, which is Elam, right? Iran. Okay, that's why you got their big brother, which is Russia. They're gonna step up. See.
Well, really, they just waiting to see what America is going to do, man. Because these Jewish people, man, they already made the first move, man.
Yeah.
That's why that's what got Iran so pumped, man. Saying, you know what, man,
they assassinated the key figures of their.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got on TV and said, look, it ain't no if, it's when. We're gonna retaliate. And they already came out and in their media they already came out and said that they suspect that permission was given from the White House, man.
Yeah.
For Amalek to do that, So they hey, the least of the flock shall draw them in, draw them out. So like it, draw them out, draw them out to the battle.
Yeah. So they coming with their weapons. They're coming with their alliances. They're coming to blast you to hell, and of course, what they're going to say to us is that this is treason, but we're POWs.
Right.
We're not even considered human, according to the United States Corporation.
God.
Okay. We're just mere slaves. So, but yeah, you got a hell of a fight, Esau. We thought we was worried about something. The scripture say you're gonna be in straits. You're gonna be in straits, and that's Job 20. In fact, let's get that and then did you have anything else?
We can.
You want to close it?
Yeah.
Okay.
End it off on that.
So
I was going to bring up Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 28 through 31. All right, which goes into the dragons of, Arabia. All right,
yeah,
you
Job
know,
20.
but yeah, we don't have to go. Easy. We could probably just close out with that Job.
So this is Job 20. All right. Let's see here. 20 and 19. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, and that's what Esau has done. All right, the so-called white man. All right, the Jews. Y'all have oppressed. All right, you have set snares in the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American communities, so you can destroy them and deprive us, and essentially demoralize us. All right, by forcing your wine upon us, forcing your philosophy upon us secretly. All right, through what they call culture creation. All right, through entertainment. Okay, so it says, and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. All right, and you can say, you can equate that to America, right? It says, surely in certain parts of the world, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. You see, it says, and that means it is dealing with your thoughts. Okay, so he shall slack. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired, which is ultimate, the full control of the world and its people. It says, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, and that's when you globally, probably mandating that chip, right? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Strait meaning a difficult position. Every hand of the wicked, all right, and that the word for wicked here is the Hebrew word imal, which means the oppressed, all right, or the what's that? Yes, it's dealing with the oppressed, but it's another word. Basically, the stricken, all right, the ones that's been suffering, okay, shall come upon him. All right, and it's going to start with these heathen nations who the Lord is raising up. Okay, so I mean, it says when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yep, because their ultimate goal is to establish full control and take over the world's resources. But the Lord is going to stop you in your tracks. You're going to be in straits trying to accomplish, this feat of yours. So
God.
pretty much all that.
Yeah. So again, going back into the title. All right. The world. Everything is headed for prophecy, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, prophecy is here. All right, it's speaking, it's screaming right now. And speaking, solely upon it moving towards the prophecy of Jacob's trouble, moving towards the prophecy of the worldwide mandate of the Charagma or the RFID chip. All right, World War III, and the return of our Lord and Savior Yahushua Mashiach. The salvation for the elect. All right, which is what we're waiting on, man. Okay, but
and we see it's drawing nigh and nigh, closer and closer.
All right, so hey, we're gonna end it there. Lord willing, this edifying to the body, and the fed the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Devon is our apostle, is a great millstone. All right, who do will and teach well. All right, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.